Okay. No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Papa's going to tell a story.
When I was in the 6th grade, the most popular girl in the 6th grade, Nikki Sloan, what a babe she was. Anyway, Nikki Sloan had a Halloween party and right up next to Piper Nine School, their house. So all the 6th graders went, and it was a great party. But Dickie Follis and I, we lived next door to each other, about 10 blocks from the school. And we dressed as girls, so we were wearing high heels. Well, like they killed our feet because we never worn high heels. We made it to the party, and it was great. On the way home, well, we saw this car about 4 or 5 blocks away. It looked like it needed soaked. Well, in those days, we did naughty things. We soaked the car with it. I mean, sometimes.
The bar of soap or something?
Yeah.
You wrote on it, on the car body too, the paint?
No, just the windows and people's houses and screen doors and stuff. But anyway, it was a naughty thing, but it was fun. Anyway, but anyway, we saw this car. We were headed up about 4 or 5 blocks on Dale Street there, up High Street, and we saw this car sitting by itself. Looked like it needed soap, you know. So we started soaping it, and we started at the part of the windshield on the passenger side of the car. So we soaped it good, this solid. And then we soaped all that side of it. And we soaped the back of the car. And we were soaping this other side, and suddenly a guy was sleeping in there, and he jumped up and opened that car door and said, "I'm going to kill you boys." And man, we took off running down the alley, down 2 blocks in high heels, and he was chasing us and said, "I'm going to kill you boys." And if we hadn't have lost our high heels running down, we run down the alley, see, I think we would have died. But we lost high heels running barefoot on gravel and stuff, and he chased us clear down from Dale Street to High Street down the alley. And he kept chasing us clear down to Turner and the long blocks, and he was still chasing us down the block closest to Kearney Street, the 3rd block. And finally, we dived in. We sailed past my house and his, the backyard, went on down towards our house. We dived in some bushes under these rabbit coops. I mean, rabbit poop everywhere, but who cares about that when you're about to be killed? And so we hid, we were trying, and he was walking up down the alley still, "I'm going to find you boys, and I'm going to kill you." And we believed him, you know. But he finally gave up, and we heard him heading back up. So, man, we crawled out from under that. And then we went up a few houses, went in Dickie Follis's backyard, and it was not real cold that Halloween. And so we hosed ourselves off, you know, the rabbit poop and stuff. And we went in, and his grandma said, "How'd you boys get so wet?" "Well, bobbing apples." But, man, we learned our lesson. Yeah. Never again wear high heels.
Never wear high heels. That was the lesson. Not soak the car.
Yeah, you can get killed wearing high heels, or at least don't soak the cars. But it was that was something.
Remind me who Dickie Follis is.
A next door neighbor.
Well, about what you sold.
Oh yeah, he's the guy that when I was, younger than you. But anyway, we raised rabbits. Well, we just observed. We always wanted to try to make some money. And I don't know if I could write yet or not, but he could. And so we got thinking, these rabbit poop pellets look a lot like raisins. So we went to the little corner grocery guy, stacked some pop balls for him, and he gave us a bunch of little brown sacks. So we scooped up rabbit poop in those sacks, and we stapled them shut, and he wrote raisins 15 cents on them. We loaded up our little red wagon and headed off up Prospect Street, and we was gone about an hour and a half. But we sold one bag to this little lady in the rock house about the 4th block out there.
Yeah.
And so the time we got back home, his mother said, "Where you boys been?" "Selling raisins." Where'd you boys get raisins? "Under the rabbit tube." She said, let me see. And she looked at one and went, "You boys, did you sell any?" "We think so." So empty your pockets, and we had a dime and a nickel. is that all you sold? One? And yeah, we think so. Well, you got to backtrack and show me where you sold those. So we recognized the house up Prospect Street there and said, you boy, she made us bring the goodie wagon with us. Yeah. But anyway, she walked up to the lady's door and knocked on it. The lady came to the door. We could see, and this lady looked out at us and went, you know. And so she went and got the sack, and Dickie's mother gave her the 15 cents, and we took the sack. She hadn't opened it. I've often thought, suppose she was nearsighted, and she these taste a little tart.